It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome back, everyone, to another stream. We're back, third day in a row. We said we'd do it, and we're back. And we got something cool to talk about this time. We got Bitcoin's finally doing something for the first time in a week's time. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone, to the live stream.
Welcome, guys. How's
Let's
it going?
go.
Hey, Fame Meter, how's it going?
Fame Media, welcome.
Looking at the charts real quick. Yo from UK. Hey, Sunny Black, how's it going?
What's up, Sunny
I'm just gonna
Black?
pull up my
Welcome,
chat
welcome,
real quick on my
everyone.
phone.
I'll pull up your chat as
Oh,
well.
okay, it's easy if I just have it on my phone. But...
So, third day in a row that we're going live. For the people that don't know, I'm Jamie Tree. This is ShizoCrypto. We're going live on both channels. Bitcoin's dipping for once. I mean, if you can even call it a dip. We're dipping. We haven't dipped under 58k for a while. I can't even remember the last time. So, yeah, some interesting things going on at the moment. And all the altcoins look like they're about to, if they haven't already, look like they're falling off a cliff with Bitcoin, which is, it's odd because what is that?
Oh, sorry.
About 6 hours ago, everything was hitting all-time highs. We had BNB hitting an all-time high. Everything was looking good, but
Everything can't
with
stay moving up
cryptocurrency,
forever, so-
yeah, everything can't stay good forever. And with cryptocurrency, everything can change so fast. So
Let us know, what price have you got your orders in at? What price are you gonna start buying your Bitcoin at, and what orders have you got in? I think just looking at my charts, I think the bottom we hit will be around 56k. I think at 56k, that'll be the bottom before we start moving upwards from 60k.
yeah, I mean, the name of the game, I would say, is not are you gonna buy more? It's when you're gonna buy more.
Maybe the last time to get Bitcoin at these prices. Yeah, agreed. Yep, 56k, definitely for me. Have you got the same stuff as I've got on my screen?
I don't know much technical analysis. Might be the last time to get Bitcoin at these prices. Yeah, 100%. So there's 3 different levels I'd be looking at. The worst one, I think it's unlikely, and it gets more unlikely as we keep going down. First one's 55k. If we break down beneath 55k, that's first red flag. Second one is from Willy Woo. He's modeling 52k. So if we then break below 52k, that's the second big red flag. But then again, another good buying opportunity. And then 50k, I would say, is the last one. Then it's really like, what's going on?
Yeah, if you look at it on the 4, what's this? I've got it on the 4. If I change this to the 1 hour, sorry, I'm really close to the mic right now. If we change this to the 1 hour and then zoom out a bit.
Last time to get these prices, yeah, 100%. Yeah, has probably been said 1,000 times this year. That's a good point. I have an order in at 28,500. I'd be shocked if we see under 50k. I'd be shocked. If we see 28,500. The thing is, when all these big institutions are coming in and buying Bitcoin, like imagine MicroStrategy, imagine Tesla, imagine Square, imagine PayPal, all these companies that have added PayPal to its balance sheet. Imagine then having to go to their board of directors and then show their shareholders that they've lost billions of dollars when they all 100% have the collective ability to just keep it afloat and keep it up. So, yeah. I disagree. I don't think we see 20k ever again. I don't think we see under 45k ever again.
Yeah, I don't think we see under 45k ever again either.
There's we'll go over some on-chain data in a bit, but just from the amount of Bitcoin that's been moved, and you can see on-chain how much it's been moved at certain levels. I don't see it breaking down below 50k, and I'd be shocked under 45k. Actually shocked.
Yep.
So yeah.
We do still want to hold above the 56k level. I wouldn't be too stressed if we did move down to around the 54, but I think 56k is a key level we want to watch out for. Make sure we just stay above that to keep this upwards trending wedge forming, and then we can start going above 60k finally and actually seeing our 68k, 70k moves.
Yeah. The other thing that we've been highlighting on the live streams of the last few days is the Bitcoin dominance. And it looks like altcoin season. If you guys think we've been having a good altcoin season already, from the Bitcoin dominance, it looks like it's just about to kick into gear. And to sort of illustrate the point, for the people that weren't around back in 2017, the Bitcoin dominance actually dipped below 40%. So for those that don't really know what I'm talking about, of the total cryptocurrency market, it's what percentage Bitcoin makes up of it. Currently, it's sitting at around 55%, but the lowest that we've seen back in 2017 when all the altcoins went on massive runs. If you remember, XRP, Litecoin, Ethereum, Tron, like everything just went absolutely wild in comparison to Bitcoin, and it dipped below 40%. And what we're seeing, if you see this little tail here, is Bitcoin dominance start to drop off. It's been pretty steady above the 60%, but this is really a good telltale signal that a lot of funds is going to start flowing out of Bitcoin. And one of the reasons that would be is because think about how long we've been sitting and just consolidating just under 60K. So really in the region of 58K and 60K, we've just been slowly consolidating and building a base there.
Oh my God.
And it looks like people are getting bored. They want faster returns. They want higher returns. So money is flowing out of Bitcoin and into all these other altcoins. And I think it's just getting started, especially if we continue to see nothing major happen with Bitcoin, but if just to consolidate and to continue. Yeah, buy more on the dip. That's always the best advice. Always the best advice.
Yeah, if you go back onto the total market capitalization of Bitcoin compared to the rest of the market, back in, when was this? Back in mid 2017, we saw Bitcoin go down to 38% of the total cap, and Ethereum was at 31%. So they really closed in there. Right now, we're closing in on the point. We haven't been this low since 2019, since mid 2019. Yeah, if you guys think we're in alt season now, I don't think we've seen anything yet that we're going to see this year. We'll see 10x's, 100x's in the top 100. Yeah, we're going to see some crazy price action in a lot of the alts coming very soon.
And don't get us wrong, I think we're most bullish on Bitcoin and Ethereum. I wouldn't say Bitcoin maximalist by any stretch, but I think Bitcoin is far and away the number one coin that you should have in the weighting of your portfolio. But logically, it makes sense. It doesn't make sense to be a Bitcoin maximalist if you truly believe in the technology potential of blockchain and the cryptocurrency space as a whole. If you think of the entire cryptocurrency space as a proxy for the, say, world economy and all the different industries, and then Bitcoin is the digital version of gold, think about it in a real life aspect. Does Bitcoin make up 60% of the world GDP, the world economy? Like, does my point make sense that I'm trying to get at?
Yeah.
There's so many other use cases of different cryptocurrencies, so you would expect the Bitcoin dominance to trend down over time, and for money to flow into alts. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, let's keep a look at, it's still dipping hard. Let's see if we go under, if we break down under 57K, and then 55K is the first. Yeah, people are saying it's not crashing. In the last week, this is the closest we've had to a crash. And it looks like it's just getting started, so we'll see what's happening. We're talking US dollars, always talking US dollars.
People always ask that.
Yeah, people always ask that. People are asking if we talk in rupees. We're from Australia, and when you look at the cryptocurrency markets and talking about price or anything, you always use US dollars.
I think we'll see Bitcoin flow a little bit closer down to the 56k mark. I think we'll go down below 57 for a little small portion of the time, and then we'll start going upwards, go towards 60k, and then blast through. That's what I think. So, crashing against others, bollocks. Stop creating fear for the newbies.
I don't think it's creating fear. If you've bought in at 60k and above, you might be freaking out. But I mean, in terms of if you've been in the cryptocurrency game for any extent of time, this isn't much of a stream. Going dumping now. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we break down below 57k. What all the different altcoins are doing, if everything follows it in terms of different altcoins. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, so we did actually break down. We broke down under 57k, pulling back a bit above it now. But let's say
I start to move up, and then we're keeping this downtrend.
It's not looking good. It's in a downtrend.
On the smaller time frame, we've broken a lot of key supports. I think the next one we're going to see, what's this at 56.7, and then the next one will be at 56. So we'll see. I don't think bye profits. I think we'll still move upwards very soon. So
yeah,
for the short term, I think we'll be going down.
And if you're still not in profits for if you're not still in profits when Bitcoin's at 57k, you have not been in Bitcoin very long or cryptocurrency very long either. No, I think it's just a natural pullback, nothing to be worried about. But it's interesting to keep an eye on. It's the closest thing we've had to a serious pullback or crash in the last week or so.
Yep.
Let's take a look at what all the altcoins are doing at the moment. Bitcoin down 2.5%, Ethereum down 3.5%, Binance pulling back pretty sharply after, Mitchell Walker 100%. If we bounce off 55k, that's the first sort of red flag. If we break down below 55k, that's the first sort of red flag, and then I'd be looking at 52k. That's what a lot of people are modeling for us to never hit again. And then if we then break below 50k, then again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see us going down to 55k and then start to move up a little bit more.
Welcome. XRP pulling back after it hit an all-time high of this run after the SEC discovery session.
Started to settle now a bit in the past 24 hours.
Polkadot Uni pulling back pretty hard.
There's a good chance that I think XRP would have keep going up. I wasn't putting any orders in for that one. I was just sitting back and watching. If I want to get into Bitcoin and hold long time, what kind of bottom should I wait? What do you mean by that? So when do you want to? When should you put your order in for Bitcoin, and what price you should get in at? We always recommend just a dollar cost average. You can't ever perfectly time the market. I recommend just putting in a few hundred or however much you want to invest in, a small portion in every week. That way, that when you're buying it in the dips and you're also getting in, all throughout the market fluctuations, and keep your average price at the moving average. That's what I would always recommend. So.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Sven.
I mean, in terms of short term, it looks like we're heading lower, just off technical analysis. There's no good fundamental reason why we're pulling back, and it's a minor pullback at the moment, but we'll see what it eventuates into. My first target, as I said, would be about 55k, but our advice always is dollar cost average into the market. So if you don't want to miss out, put a portion of your funds into it now, and then down the road, say set a time frame, invest more into it. If it goes down, you're getting more. So you're getting more for the amount of money that you're putting in. If it goes up, you're getting less for the amount of money that you put in. But you don't miss out either way, and you miss out on FOMO. So yeah, dollar cost average in, dollar cost out.
We'll try get. Don't worry, Mitchell. We'll just go. Seeing a lot of message about Chili's, CHZ.
Yeah, Chile's ran really hard at the moment.
Really hard.
So
And now it's pulling back pretty hard as well.
look, when things run really hard
super...
on a huge amount of hype, yeah, don't love the medium term in terms of the chart at the moment. But
if you're super bullish on Chili's, it could look like a good time to buy. I actually don't hold Chili's. I don't plan on holding it. I just don't know enough about that market, and I'm not super interested in it. I'm sure to do well. They got some great partnerships, but yeah, me personally, I won't be buying it.
Yep.
Why there's so many?
Is this correction money into alts, or is this the end of the bull market? Definitely not the end of the bull market. There's no good fundamental reason for it to be crashing in. Like it's a 2.5% crash. If you're been in cryptocurrency for any amount of time, it's absolutely nothing. I don't think it's money moving into alts. Because we saw the huge flow of money into alts sort of over the last 48 hours and 36 hours. Did the UFC start using Chili's?
Yeah.
Is that what made it run initially really hard?
I think a lot of the sports federations would start using Chili's, and they've released minted a lot of stuff. So Engine looked so good yesterday after 2 announcements, but dropped 20%. Yeah, that's what's happening right now with a lot of the altcoins. We're seeing a lot of good stuff, and they're still crashing. It's kind of indicative of the direction the market's moving. A lot of these altcoins, even look at Engine, even look at Sand. Sand is crashing really hard and kind of blowing through all points of support, and it's just on a steep downtrend. Yeah, I think that could be indicative of a lot of the other altcoins that's coming soon. Hopefully not Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I think we'll just have to wait and see for when it finds support at around 56k.
No, by dollar cost averaging, Sven, what we mean is no matter what the price is at the next point you buy, you continue to buy. So if it goes up, because you're already up on the initial investment that you put in, you're going to feel more comfortable investing more into Bitcoin, and you're not going to have FOMO if you didn't invest any capital into it in the first place. So that's the whole key of dollar cost averaging. Whereas if it does go down, you're getting a better price. Just think of it as Bitcoin's on sale.
Sup again, fellas. Gentlemen, have you looked into Auto Farm? I've looked a bit into Auto Farm. I haven't really looked into it in depth. T-Fuel to reach $1 before Theta doubles in price. T-Fuel is a steal now. I am a little bit wary about looking at a lot of the altcoins right now. I think a lot of the funds are flowing out of them and going elsewhere. Where is Theta Fuel? Here it is. It's at 59th, down, up 1.8. Yeah, I'm still bullish on Theta and T Fuel. I'm not too sure about the short term, but for the long term, I think it'll do well.
Yeah, technically I wouldn't call it a crash. I think a crash over 10%. This looks like healthy consolidation, but why it looks scary is because in the last week we've really traded in a very tight zone between 58k and 60k, and it's breaking down below that. So I don't think we've seen the worst of it yet. I think the most likely scenario, but no one knows what's going to happen short term. Absolutely no one knows. Most likely scenario is that we see a bounce off 55k, but who knows? We might keep breaking down below it, or might continue above. In short term, like it's anyone's guess, the predictions.
Average down.
Guru's selling you if you buy stock next time you buy it, want to average down. Yeah, like in an ideal world, you'll always be averaging down before it rockets up, but it's not always an ideal world. What if Bitcoin just keeps going up and then you've missed the boat? So sometimes you have to average up as well.
Crypto psychos asked, what about Cardano? Cardano's been consolidating for a long time. I think we saw a bit of a hit yesterday, a bit of a bump up to $1.22. Honestly, I'm not sure about Cardano. I thought that hit would have come a little bit early if it did, and there's just a lot of hype in the project right now. Super bullish on for the long term. I've got my wealth in other projects in the top 100 in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Right now, I'm not actually holding any Cardano at the moment, but I will be watching it. So
Yeah, let us know if you're a Cardano holder in chat, but there's
yeah,
a lot of good news baked into the Cardano price already.
exactly. Yeah,
And what it looks like right now is it's just pulling down a bit on, it's just following Bitcoin down a little bit, but nothing too much to worry about. Besides that, it's ran so hard and has a lot of good news baked into the price.
I still think Polkadot and Chainlink you're gonna see better. You're gonna see better
Yeah.
return in the short term than Cardano.
Yeah, saying nothing fundamentally on which project is better. I do agree that you'd most likely see better returns from Chainlink and Polkadot,
Yeah.
just because Cardano's ran so hard. And in terms of percentage returns, you're probably going to see that a bit better.
What altcoins you streamers hold? We hold quite a few. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Kusama, a lot of Pancake Swap, small amount of Uniswap at the moment.
Guys, Bitcoin is dipping exactly as predicted on our last two live streams. It broke our key support level that we nailed 24 hours ago, exactly as predicted.
Thoughts about that yesterday's big whale moves from Bitcoin to Ethereum? It's indicative of the direction that the market and capital and funds are flowing between Bitcoin and altcoins. I think so.
Yeah, I think some of the whales are gonna. So yeah, what we were talking about earlier is the Bitcoin dominance. This is really telling, and it's only common sense if you believe in a lot of the projects in the blockchain and the potential of a lot of them, that Bitcoin dominance is going to fall, and we're going to see a lot of even smart money flow into different altcoins. So
yeah,
that's going to include whales. Whales are going to move funds out of Bitcoin and into altcoins.
Exactly.
And we're going to see big runs like we did yesterday. So yesterday, if you guys were keeping track of the market, Binance hit, I think it just was under 420. It got to like 410, 412, hit an all-time high. Everything started running a lot. And I think we're going to continue to see that.
Yeah. Jack said 88 hex Bitcoin here, nice Ethereum, ETH Bitcoin Link. Yeah, I think Link's really setting up for its run up. It hasn't really seen the same sort of run up that Cardano, XRP, and Polkadot have seen. I think Link hasn't even gotten started yet. So Reef Finance, I might get a bit of hate for saying this, but I'm still really bullish on Reef.
Yeah, Reef's nice.
I think Reef is a project. What they're trying to do is something that has to exist. Whether it is Reef or whether it's not. What they're making is something that has to be like built into fruition in DeFi if it wants to survive. So just in my opinion, Bitcoin needs to die. Disagreed.
Bitcoin needs to die. Yeah, disagree, and I don't think it happens, but I do think the dominance does break down over time. In terms of our portfolios, my personal portfolio, mainly Bitcoin, Ethereum, hold Reef, Zilliqa, and then probably the two projects I'm most bullish on at the moment is Binance and Pancake. If you guys aren't familiar with Binance or haven't looked into it too much, Binance is the biggest exchange, and I would liken them to the Amazon of the cryptocurrency world. So they actually own crypto market cap. They're buying a lot of different assets and companies in the crypto space and projects, and they're continuing to push everything on the Binance Smart Chain. And the problems with Ethereum is that it's slow and the gas fees are so extremely high that there's room for another player, at least in the short to medium term, to come and take some of that market share. And that's exactly what Binance is doing.
By the way, just letting you know, we just fell straight through 70k and falling fast.
Yeah, look at these. All the people saying, it's not crashing, it's just beginning. So yeah, just mash through 57k. Let's see if we hold 55k over the next, say, like 30 minutes. That'll be indicative.
Yeah. You reckon we're going to 54? I think we've broken a lot of key supports just by going down past 58 and now to 57 and now moving down towards 56. The fact how fast we're moving down to 56 makes me I hope we hold at 56. If we don't, I'll probably be looking at around 54 and then the next one 50. What will this take us down to if we crash down here? 55. We'll see. We'll see.
Sheesh. Look at these red candles.
Maybe we don't crash. I have a feeling that we probably will crash here.
Yeah, look, no one knows what happens in the short term. It's anyone's guess. Absolutely no one knows. So let's get that out of the way. But looking at the chart, it doesn't look good at the moment. It does not look good at the moment. But on the other hand, let's play devil's advocate. Who in their right mind would be selling Bitcoin? I don't know. There's still a lot of good news to come. We have the Coinbase IPO. So for those that are in equity markets, I don't know if you saw this today, but Coinbase had to release all their financials. And they were mind-blowing.
Really?
They were absolutely mind-blowing. So
Really?
the revenue they did, it was like multiple billions. In the first quarter of 2021, they matched all the revenue they did in 2020.
Really?
So like that just shows you the amount of new players that came into the scene
Wow.
over the last quarter because
Yeah.
of, and I don't know.
Just
I think
brought
that's
yeah, that's insane.
I think that's very like telling of it's still early. It's still early.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got to be crazy if you're selling at these prices, but keep selling because I want to buy more.
Someone said the gas fees are not that high for Ethereum.
I don't know.
Have you used Uniswap or any of the Ethereum exchanges?
Yeah, have you actually
They are-
been sending some things? Because I was.
It is very high, especially if you want to buy anything. You also have to take into account if you want to buy any of the Ethereum projects on Binance, because that's usually the easiest place to buy it, and then take it off Binance into your MetaMask wallet to buy something on Uniswap. Binance is even going to charge you on top of that transfer fee. So you're going to be paying in transfer fees the money to get it off Binance onto your wallet, and then the wallet swapping into the other crypto. So by the end of it, you paid like $50 for one transaction just to get some other crypto on Uniswap.
I was seeing screenshots of people trying to send $100 worth of Ethereum, and they had to pay $100 the equal gas fees.
Especially when it
and
gets
this was in the
congested like
last
that.
24 hours. So
Yeah, sometimes, and mind you, that is like what I'm talking about is the average cost, which
yeah.
not everyone's paying the average. Some people are paying well above the average. That's how the average gets brought to that price.
And don't get us wrong, we're still super bullish on Ethereum, and I hold a lot of Ethereum. But in terms of the short term and mid term, much more bullish on the Binance Smart Chain, Binance, and Cake. If you look at the valuations between Cake to Binance and Uniswap to Ethereum, it's mind blowing. It's so undervalued. So, like,
especially with its total value locked and how much volume is going through
total value, everything.
Let alone their marketing strategies are really, really good, and they do really well. So, why are we getting so many Bitcoin scam? I don't know why you guys keep saying scam.
Yeah, why do you guys think Bitcoin's a scam? If you want to,
and I don't know
who
who you're telling that to.
Oh no, we got a WhatsApp. We got a WhatsApper in
No
chat.
one clicked that WhatsApp.
No one go into that WhatsApp guy.
We get a lot of people sometimes in our comments calling us scammers because people putting WhatsApp in the comments. It's like, guys, neither of us don't have a WhatsApp. We're not going to be putting any WhatsApp in any comments.
Yeah, we will never personally invite you to a WhatsApp group chat or a Telegram group chat or send you any links. I assume that's common sense for most people, but people still get super pissed with us for scamming them. There's so many scammers that just copy your profile picture and your name and then will invite you onto a Telegram or a WhatsApp. The only people that I can think fall for it are the elderly that have maybe wandered their way onto YouTube and found our channels somehow and think they're actually getting replied to. But yeah, common sense. We're not going to invite you into a WhatsApp chat or a Telegram chat and lure you off YouTube. We'll never do that.
Someone said something pretty interesting. Let's see.
It's not uncommon to retrace 50% from 50 to 60k.
Retrace 50%. Wait, where's that message?
Over here from Michael09. Yeah, in different bull runs, 30% dips would be a good dip. Like that would be
30% dip is healthy.
Yeah, but I don't think we see anything even close to a 30 to 50% dip. Now that all these huge companies have come out and bought Bitcoin, they just won't allow it. They're not going to go to their board of directors and their shareholders and be like, look at this hugely risky play that we've done that has just absolutely blown up in our face.
Yeah.
And a big reason for that is they have the resources to not let that happen. They can buy more Bitcoin. They can keep the price afloat. If Bitcoin keeps crashing, I can guarantee you that Michael Saylor, Elon Musk, PayPal, Square, they're all going to keep buying it up and keep the price afloat.
Someone said if Bitcoin now dropping so much, where that money goes into some altcoins, or how does this work? The reason why it was saying it's to crash is because there's so much money flowing out of altcoins right now, and it's not even flowing into Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going down consistently and pretty sharply as well. We're seeing a lot of the altcoins go down by 15-20% right now, and it's only getting reflected in Bitcoin now. So you have to look at which way the money's flowing. If altcoins are going down, Bitcoin's going up. That's indicative that a lot of the funds are flowing into Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is starting to move sideways, and a lot of the altcoins are starting to move up really hard, that's indicative of an alt season with the Bitcoin's market cap going down compared to the entire market. If altcoins are starting to go down really hard, and then Bitcoin starts to go down really hard, it's just showing that selling is starting to happen everywhere around the market, and that we are due for a crash.
Yeah,
you just have to know what's happening in all spaces of the market at once. So.
And look, pretty much everything's in the red. So if you guys were feeling FOMO about missing out over the last 48 hours when altcoins were running hard, everything was hitting all-time highs, now's your chance. Everything is dipping hard. Everything's on fire sale.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't jump in, and this is just personal opinion, personal preference, and definitely not financial advice, but I wouldn't jump in just yet. Chart's not looking great at the moment. It's looking a bit sickly, and I don't think we've seen the worst of the Bitcoin dip. And let's be honest, we've been overdue for it. We'll pull up some on-chain data, but open interest was at like an all-time high, which is always a red flag. It just means that we're due for at least a consolidation, at least somewhat of a pullback. So
yeah. Right now the price is moving towards 56k. We said at the beginning of the stream, I think we started it when it was still at 57 or 58. I said we'll see some support at 56k. Hopefully we bounce up from there. If we start to go down, we'll probably see support at this upwards trend line indicated by red on the diagonal, which will probably be somewhere around, let's say 55 and a half k, 55k. If we do crash down there, it's hard to say. Below 50, maybe. Hopefully not.
I would be shocked if we break below 52k. That's the moving average support that Willy Woo is targeting for us not to go below.
54? Yeah.
No, 52.
Oh,
so
52, yeah.
I think we'll see a bounce off 55k, and this is just a stab in the dark in terms of guessing. But I'd be shocked, if we go below 52k. Just because so much of the percentage of the liquid supply of Bitcoin has been moved at that price. And when that much has been moved at a certain price level, it acts as support once we're above it, and we are above it. So, yeah.
Sheesh.
Bro, put on some like ominous music. I feel like that's more fitting.
Do you guys want some ominous music?
Yeah, some like ominous, copyright-free music.
Oh, true. Horror ambience? Do you guys want that?
Some horror ambience. Yeah, that's more fitting of the crypto markets right now. The show is stressful. Look, don't freak out. Fundamentally, there's no reason for Bitcoin to be dipping, and let's be honest, it's not even dipping that hard. It's down 3%. And at the end of the day, every dip or pullback, any consolidation is just extra time and an opportunity for you to buy up on Bitcoin and altcoins cheap. Think about it like this. If you're selling your Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, if you're selling your bags, if you're choosing this moment to get out, where are you putting this money? Are you keeping it in cash, which you know is going to lose value at about 15% per year? They printed about 25% of the total US dollar supply last year. Over the next 10 years, it's probably going to devalue at about 15%. Are you going to keep it in cash? Because that's a guaranteed investment that you're going to lose money on. Are you going to put it in the stock market? Because if you put it in stock markets, if you put it into value companies, it's this same problem. Any cash that they're bringing on, you have to apply a discount rate of 15 to 20% because that's how much the cash is devaluing. If they have cash on their balance sheet, it's in an investment that you know is going to be devaluing. So where are you going to put the money? Are you going to put it into high growth companies on stock markets? Because those are trading at the highest valuations and multiples that we've seen ever. there's nowhere good to park your money. So I don't know.
It's crazy. What else?
Let's like I'm genuinely interested because if you find a better investment, I want to hear about it.
Is he talking about us?
Yeah, always good to have more females.
Sorry guys, we don't mean to stress you out.
Hold on, yeah, don't mean
We
to
just
stress
wanna-
you out. If anything,
We just want to be
meaning
transparent
comfort.
about it. It's like,
And we're moving back above 57k at the moment. In what could happen is that's it. That could be it. But I doubt it. I think we still keep moving downwards before we see a stronger bounce at 55k. But who knows what happens? No one knows what happens in the short term.
is Ripple a buy? It's completely up to you. I think I can definitely see merit in seeing it as one of the best projects out there right now. I know a lot of the big guys in the space are really bullish on Ripple and have been bullish through the entire dip. I've not been holding it, and I don't plan to hold it for, the foreseeable future. I still want to watch and see how everything settles out. There's other projects I'm more interested than Ripple, especially with everything happening with Ripple right now. So,
Yeah, great question about Ripple. Because we were talking about it a lot yesterday when it hit an all-time high of the of this current run. It went over $1 shortly, and why it went over $1 is because the CEO came out and was super bullish on. So if you guys don't know why Ripple dipped so hard at the end of last year, the SEC launched a lawsuit against them that they were selling securities illegally. And then yesterday, the CEO came out and said that it was unfounded and they were super optimistic about the discovery session that they were going to have today. Looks like nothing too of significance came out. But as we were talking through it, there are some good fundamental reasons to get into Ripple. I personally don't like it, but there's definitely a bull case that you could build for Ripple and some near-term catalysts that could increase its price. So anything positive coming out of the SEC discovery sessions, and when they do eventually settle that, they could all be bullish. For those that are outside the US, you currently can't buy XRP on any exchanges because it got blacklisted. Coinbase removed it. All the big exchanges removed it. If we see any news about it getting re-added and the US population being able to buy up Ripple, that's going to be a huge price catalyst.
someone said the SEC may chew them out. They were starting to chew them out. Ever since we saw Gary Gensler on the board, which is a guy, he's a massive crypto guy. He's actually done educational courses on blockchain and crypto. He's now on the board and he's handling that case between SEC and XRP. He obviously wants blockchain and XRP to survive. So I think XRP does have a good chance at this point, a very good chance at this point, but they still could.
Yeah. And the final thing, just to touch on Ripple, it's called the Lindy effect. And look up what the Lindy effect is. It's LINDY. But essentially it is when new technologies come out, pretty much what it means is that the longer that it's around, the longer its half-life is going to be. So for those that remember 2017, Ripple was really the star player and it out-returned pretty much any other cryptocurrency and investment back in 2017. Like the returns on it were mental. And the fact that it's been able to hold its top 10 spot over the last few years and into 2021, even with the biggest black swan event that could come about for Ripple, it's pretty bullish that it's been able to remain and is back to number 4 spot. So you can hate on it, you can not like the team behind it, but there's definitely a some strong arguments for buying XRP. There's a lot of catalysts that could come up, and the Lindy effect is always interesting to look at. It's a way that during the .com era, people would they would forecast and value how long technologies would be around for. So it's interesting to think about in that sort of sense.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of
It's been
various
delisted
reasons.
from Coinbase in the US.
Yeah, it's been delisted
Honestly, I'm not sure about the rest of the coin, but in Binance you can still buy it in Australia.
or
Did it get-
outside the US, it looks like.
Yeah, anywhere it looks like anywhere outside the
And
US.
yeah, the Ripple majority is owned by the founders of Ripple, so there are a lot of reasons to not like it. And they also really dog on the rest of the crypto industry. When they came down with the SEC lawsuit, they came out with a statement like sort of trying to throw blame on every other cryptocurrency.
Just throwing mud against the wall.
Yeah, throwing mud against the wall. They were like, why aren't you going after Bitcoin? Why aren't you going after Ethereum? And if you're the founders and the team behind Ripple, why are you doing that? If you want to see the betterment and furtherment of cryptocurrency as a whole, why are you throwing mud and I don't know, shade at all other different cryptocurrencies? So yeah, I'm not a fan of the team, but like technically it looks good, and fundamentally there's some strong catalysts coming up for the price.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yep, still dipping down. Looks like we might get to 56.5. We'll see how low we go.
Yeah, I think we might chill around here for a bit, trying to test that, to flip that 57k into resistance and test it for a while. This is pretty standard to see. If we do get rejected a few times, then we might start to move down to the 56k and then potentially down to 55k. This might take a few days. It might not happen right now, but.
And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Bitcoin has been a lot less volatile, especially over the last few weeks. It's really stabilized, and even over the last year, with institutional demand, compared to other bull runs where you'd see huge pullbacks and huge run-ups, it's been fairly unvolatile and stable. So yeah, this could play out over the next few days, over the next few weeks. We're not seeing massive moves like we have in the past. And a big reason for that would be the institutional investment has changed the game. So yeah, the other thing is, I might pull it up now. If you follow the pie top indicator, if you follow the rainbow chart indicator, all these different models have suggested that we've hit the peak of Bitcoin. And I almost laugh when I say that, but I'll pull up a tweet by Plan B, sort of to illustrate the point here, because it's interesting. It could be one of the reasons that we're dipping, because people that think models like this are gospel could be selling out as well. So yeah, we have four different, if your pi cycle top indicator, and what they're basing it on is previous bull cycles, but I've said it before and I'll say it again, models are only useful until they're not useful. 3 data points on the 3 last bull runs, I would say, isn't enough data to, I don't know, make any meaningful call off of. And when such huge fundamental reasons change, I don't know, I'd want to see a bit more conviction in the logic behind why I'm selling than just those various models. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. Pi cycle only has 3 data points, and it's based on the last, all the last bull runs, and
same with the regression band peaks, and it's the price of Bitcoin.
Yeah, the regression band peaks as well. That was a big one that we hit the peak of, and people started selling because, yeah.
And I still think the price of Bitcoin is still indicative of the inflation of the US dollar and M2 money supply. So with that increasing, I think Bitcoin's still got a lot more room to wiggle.
Oh yeah, someone said, I forgot to point it out earlier, but someone said not sure if Bitcoin's dipping or the US dollar is pumping, which I thought is pretty funny, because if you think about it, a lot of the reason Bitcoin's going up so fast is
because
the dollar's breaking down against it. Don't think of cash as money. Think about it as an investment, and an investment. A better way to think about it, think about the US dollar as a cryptocurrency, but it's entirely controlled by the founders of it. It's entirely directed by the founders of it, and you have no control over the supply of new stuff that's coming into the market. It's like if you read the white paper of the US dollar, you would never invest into it. It would be a terrible investment. If you read it as a cryptocurrency investment and you read the white paper of the US dollar, you would laugh and you would not put money anywhere near it. So, I don't know, taking money out of Bitcoin if you don't have a better investment, like, where are you putting it? Where are you putting it?
Guys, real quick, looking at Ethereum. Ethereum is looking far worse than Bitcoin right now. Ethereum's just about to crash straight through 2,000 down to underneath there.
Oh, that does not look good.
This is what we're saying about, although Bitcoin may not be moving yet, a lot of funds are already flowing fast out of the altcoins, fast out of Ethereum. Sorry guys, we'll go through all your questions now. I see you guys. One of you, David, keep talking about theta. I'll answer you in a second. Be careful buying at these levels, dude. Don't be delusional. Yep. Let's see. Where can I find?
Yeah, Ethereum Bitcoin doesn't look great, but Ethereum looks a lot worse. And if it breaks below 2,000, which it looks like it will in the next few minutes, not looking good. The other thing is there's a lot of fundamental reasons to be bearish on Ethereum, at least in the short term. They keep promising the world and then under-delivering. The gas fees continue to be a problem. The optimism update that supposedly will fix all the transactional issues in the gas fees continues to get delayed. So yeah, there's some fundamental reasons to be bearish on Ethereum, for sure.
Someone keeps asking about theta. I think theta will do well. Just be cautious of buying these cryptos that pump really, really hard and then expect them to continue to do well in the long-term future. A lot of them do pump really hard and then the team just kind of disappear and scatter. I know theta is different. They've got advisory boards from both Twitch and YouTube, and they probably will do well in the long term, but having that kind of mindset on everything won't get you, I believe, won't get you very far. So, but still, yeah, I think theta is a good purchase and I think it will do well.
Yeah, theta, we spoke about it a bit before on yesterday's live stream. If you guys enjoyed talking cryptocurrencies, consider subscribing. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers. I think we'll hit it tomorrow. We just need that final push to get to 100K.
Yeah.
So consider subscribing, leaving a like. I'm Jamie Tree. This is ShizoCrypto. And we stream every day now. We're daily streamers and we cover it all the time. We were speaking on theta yesterday, and what we like about theta is the development team behind it. It has an ex-executive founder of YouTube or executive.
I think they're on their advisory board. I'm not sure if they're actually on the team. But
they have Justin Can as an advisor, who was one of the founders of Twitch. So they have the right players in it.
Stephen C, I think is the YouTube's guy name.
Stephen C. But also, theta has run really hard. A lot of good news baked into the price. But if you hold theta, have you actually gone onto the platform and seen the viewers? We did a bit of a dive onto it yesterday because we live stream and it's a live streaming platform. We went onto it to see if it is a potential alternative to stream on. Because from my knowledge of how it works is you get tokens, you get theta fuel, T-Fuel, for streaming and for watching. If you go onto it, the top creators and streamers on it, only getting about 200 viewers. So there's not a huge audience on it right now. And it has a multiple billion-dollar valuation.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you saw a social media company that IPO'd and had the same valuation and it was sporting the same numbers that theta does now, would you invest in it? I probably wouldn't. And that's not because I don't like it. It's just because I don't think it's there yet to justify the valuation of it.
It's the same as Decentraland. Look at that price, how it ran so hard. And that thing those guys only have 150 users on that go on per day or something ridiculous like that. And it's all speculation of what it could be, which it is a cool concept, and it does give a good idea of its potential. But at the same time, the price is running really hard right now, and the market cap is well above where it should be for the short term. So
yeah, don't get us wrong. Trade the trade. If you see a good technical setup and you really like the fundamentals of something, continue to buy in and really like it. But two good examples of that is theta and Decentraland, so Mana. If you actually hold Mana and you're buying land on it, have you actually played Decentraland? Have you logged in and played, and have you looked at the daily users of it? Because let's be honest, the game is trash. The only reason people play it is to make money. And does it justify a multiple billion-dollar valuation as well? I don't think so. Do I think it's a really cool concept and that you can still make money on it and the price still goes upwards? Yes. But yeah, a different way to think about it.
Yeah. Guys, you keep saying Bitcoin's starting to recover. This happens every time we drop. We drop and then it slightly returns back up from the buys, people trying to buy the dip. And then, we get that dead cat bounce and we start to keep moving downwards. It just keeps moving down in Fibonacci levels. Just keep watching it. This could be a sign that we're getting rejected at 57K. So,
I mean, yeah, did we really expect 6 red candles in a row? Who knows? And look, no one knows what's going to happen short term. I think we keep heading downwards, but it could recover up and hit an all-time high in the next 4 hours. Who knows?
Engine
knows?
coin, please take a look at the charts. What do you think? Thanks for the $5 by the way, Joe. I really like Engine.
Go Aussie,
I'm
thanks.
super bullish on Engine. I think it's an awesome concept. If you're wanting me to give a technical analysis on it, I guess I can do it a little bit later, real quick. But I still think all these gaming projects have a long way to go. Engine's app still sucks and it's still clunky to use. They can't have that if they want it to be. It's a bunch of people our generation who are going to be using the platform. Why would they need to update their user interface and that sort of thing first. And it hasn't really been adopted properly by any big gaming companies yet, like League of Legends, World of Warcraft. You want to see that sort of adoption.
You want to see some big partnerships.
Yeah.
If you want to see a full video on Engine Coin, ShizoCrypto or Grant, it's the first link in the description. Go on his channel, and he released a full video on Engine Coin.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago.
Covers it very in depth. It's all still relevant. But yeah, if you're really interested in it, I would check it out there.
Yeah, I still think Engine will do well. What do you think of Chili? We spoke about Chili's earlier. I honestly don't like Chili's that much, personally, just because I'm not that big in the sporting scene. We're getting a lot of comments. I'm trying to get through them.
I'll go back up to the top. Someone said top 5 coins. I won't go over top 5 coins because it'd probably be like Bitcoin, Ethereum,
BNB,
like all the BNB, like the big ones.
Yeah.
But the two that I'm looking really closely at the moment is BNB and Cake. And I think a lot of people need to take a closer look at both of them. I think people will after BNB just hit an all-time high. But I think we'll see more all-time highs and it continue to outperform the market as a whole. Look at the valuations between PancakeSwap and Binance compared to Uniswap and Ethereum. And the valuations don't make sense. Cake seems super undervalued in comparison. And that's probably the most bullish project I'm on at the moment. Check it out. Definitely just check it out. Not financial advice.
What does he want us to check out? Wait. Okay. What do you think of Bowcoin? I'm not sure that it's 6 red candles 2 days ago as well. What do you think about Chainlink? I think Link is setting up for. I think Link has actually bottomed out against Bitcoin. I think we're going to see a lot of funds flowing into Link in the next couple of weeks over this alt season. I'm really bullish on Link. Much more bullish on Link than some of the other cryptos in the top 20 right now. I think Link, especially Cardano, I think Link hasn't seen its chance to start moving upwards yet. And I think Cardano will still consolidate for a little bit longer. Anyone know what's causing this dump?
I mean, I wouldn't even call it a dump at this point. Definitely a stronger pullback than we have seen over the last week. But right now, it looks like just natural movements in the price.
So I think we started this stream, everyone calling us fudders for saying crashing. Now
everyone calling us fudders.
Yeah,
and now that it's actually breaking down and below, and it looks like it's going to 55k. People are agreeing that it may be a crash.
We'll see.
We'll see. No one knows what's going to happen short term, but the chart didn't look great, and that's why I wanted to jump on.
Guys, I'm not selling, by the way. I think it'd be a really bad idea to sell right now.
Yeah, let's get it out of the way because we have a decent amount of viewers at the moment.
Look at Link 15.
We're both very bullish on the whole cryptocurrency space. We both hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the top coins, and a bag of different altcoins. We have a decent percentage of our net worth. We've been in. We have two different. So we run a small business, and we converted our entire cash balance halfway through last year into Bitcoin because we were so optimistic on the future of it. So yeah, we're definitely not trying to FUD it. We're definitely not trying to scare people or freak you out of positions. But
yeah,
it's a pullback that we haven't seen for a while.
Mitchell Walker said get the Discord running. We actually did get the Discord running. It's just me, Jamie, and one of the other guys in it right now. We're still trying to sort out the details of it.
We did make the Discord.
I can add you into it. Just so you're in it. I'll add you later.
We'll put the Discord link in Grant's chat, in your stream chat, just before we finish off. Just because we want the core audience of who we normally have on our streams.
I think a lot of our core audience is in my stream.
Yeah.
As well.
A lot of our core audience are actual geniuses when it comes to a lot of the altcoins and pick a lot of the altcoin runs, and they're the main people that we want on the Discord. We want it as a nice think tank.
Yeah. We recognize you, Gregsy. Quickly, I agree cake is good. I have a large bag of it. Yeah, I have a large bag of cake as well. Are you guys new to crypto? No, we're not. But it's been very weak security on website. I know, recent DNS hack. Yeah, I know. They're still learning. There's always a risk with with programming and capabilities in a lot of these crypto projects. So it's always a risk you take. If it wasn't PancakeSwap, it would have been one of the other ones. So
yeah, Gregsy, midweek reversal, common practice. So me and ShizoCrypto, Grant to me, we've both been trading equities on mainly Australian small caps for over 5 years before we even touched cryptocurrency in any meaningful ways. So we've been doing technical analysis, we've been following, we've been doing trading for years and years. And yeah, a midweek reversal is just something that you commonly see. You could say that that is what this is now. What's interesting is that a lot of the time we see Bitcoin's all-time high and the big pumps is on the weekends, which would suggest retail holders are just going mental and buying up the price. It might not be, but yeah, it's an interesting trend to see.
Gang emoji. Yes, you are.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
you are,
OG.
Gregsy.
All the OGs.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to go through a lot of your comments.
And it looks like we just put in another red candle, so the people saying that we're recovering. We're not trying to FUD. It just looked bad on the charts.
Guys, when you see a green candle after 3 red candles, it's usually indicative that people are trying to buy that dip. We'll move up, and then we'll start to sell off again. It looks like we did retest that. If we go down to the smaller time levels, it looks like we did retest that 57 price. We said all this at literally the beginning of the stream that we go down below 57, come back up, retest it, and then go down to 56. It looks like it's going. Do you guys see Head and Shoulders? I don't know.
Wait, is Crypto in chat? Is he in chat right now? Is he seeing the Head and Shoulders?
Head and Shoulders on what time period? Big fan here. Just want you guys to know about VeChain. Thanks, Kui. Yeah, we're also big fans of VeChain. I really like VeChain. I think it's one of the cryptos that really will make it the long term. So,
oh yeah, and let's get it out of the way. I think it's a foregone conclusion that we'll at least test $100,000 Bitcoin this year.
Yeah,
that might be a conservative prediction, but I think we'll see $100,000 Bitcoin at some point this year. So let me get it out of the way. I'm not trying to FUD it. I'm not trying to freak anyone out. I'm truly optimistic on the future of it. Wait till April 14th when the Coinbase IPO goes live, and then I think things really start to get bonkers. But I think 100,000 is a foregone conclusion. Let's just get that out of the way. Beth, I want to answer your question. We'll put the link in ShizoCrypto, so his chat, it's the first link in the description. We'll do it at the end of the stream because we want the OGs in it.
Yeah. Ethereum is looking really bad, by the way, guys. Just saying.
Hey, Modern Fam 96. That's I work with him. He was the one.
Oh,
he
serious?
watches Ken the Crypto.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That was funny. That was a good day after. Long term Head and
Welcome to the
Shoulders,
stream. Welcome to the stream.
Like the weekly chart. Yeah, I mean that could be indicative of another 30% drop, 33% drop. I wouldn't be surprised. All these YouTubers, except these guys, as it's my first time seeing their channel, are annoying as hell. Everything is crashing. What is going on?
Yeah, I mean, we don't usually do as clickbaity titles, and I do apologize if it freaked you out when it popped up. The Bitcoin is crashing with 100 exclamation marks.
We saw it happening, so we had to jump on stream, and we should probably wait until you guys see it as well.
Yeah, we saw it happening, and I mean, do you guys like it when there's 100 exclamation marks in chat? Because all the big crypto YouTubers like BitBoy Crypto, even Altcoin Daily, Crypto, they all like put these insane thumbnails and titles up, and people love it. So is that what you guys want? Let us know, because we can do it. We can put up some crazy thumbnails.
Any thoughts on Harmony? Super bullish on. I really like Harmony's project and team and project. Right now, I'm not sure how they're going to do in the short term. I'm going to be watching it a little longer. Where should I invest now? I reckon just watch the market. Watch for Bitcoin at this 56k level. I said at the beginning of the stream that 56k level in the next couple of hours will be a really, it'll be a critical point for Bitcoin's price. Ethereum's looking a lot worse than Bitcoin at this point. If Ethereum does crash down, I think it's pretty indicative of what's going to happen with the rest of the market.
And yeah, Mitchell Walker said just a little dip and a pullback before we go to 70k. Look at we said this back in February. We said a $68,000 Bitcoin target in April, and I'd say we're still on track for that short term.
Yeah.
Even with this pullback, even if we say pull back down to, and hey, look, we're testing 56k now. Where are all the people saying we're fudding and freaking out over just a small crash? I want apologies in chat.
Where's the,
I want apologies, chat.
How do I add the price and date to yours? What is this? From
What, down
60
here?
down to... No, it's alright. From 50 down to 56, what is that? What kind of dip is that? From 60 down to 56, that's about an 8% dip. So we've seen about an 8. If we do go down to the 54, that'd be a 10% drop. Would I call it a crash? Not as big as the crash we've seen, but it would set up this ascending wedge, this wedge pattern with higher lows and then consistent tops, and then after that we do start to boom up and to the upside. So
Yeah, I mean, if you ever actually get emotional and freak out about the dip, and I wouldn't be scared definitely at the moment, but just zoom out on the chart. Zoom out and look at the last 6 months.
yeah.
Someone said you don't need crazy emojis and a ton of exclamation marks to get attention. You have good content. Appreciate that. We honestly were just experimenting.
We just wanted to give it a go.
Yeah, we wanted to do a Crypto. We just like experimenting with different thumbnails, different titles.
If you want us to do it and spit everywhere.
Yeah, if you want us to get up in the webcam and do something.
I actually like it. I think it's funny.
Yeah, don't get us wrong. We think those thumbnails and like Crypto's titles, they're so funny, and they do good content. But it's funny how like over exaggerated and hyperbole everything is.
The crypto tubers claim they do the crazy thumbnails for almighty algorithm. I want to get one of Crypto ones on my phone, but I'll do it. I might do it later.
Some are hilarious.
Thumbnail.
Like
some are so funny.
You can see the veins popping out and their eyes popping out of their heads. Like
it's genius.
It's genius. Like in terms of getting views and attention to the channel, like you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I didn't even look at my profile until saw the stream randomly pop up in my recommended. Lucky. Might be a bear trap. It could be.
We just tested 56k. Let's see if we can hold the line.
Then look at portfolio 10% down from like a few hours ago. Never seen you guys before. Cool channel, just sub. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to both me and Jamie Tree. No, not a crash. Yeah, I mean, we're going down pretty fast and pretty hard. We could still find support at around 55, 54. Hopefully we do. I think that'll be the next point after the 56k.
Guys, put your predictions in chat right now. Do we break down below 56k? We're testing it right now. Put it in chat ASAP. We literally hit 56k perfectly on the head. And it looks like we'll test it over the next few minutes.
Yeah.
I think we do. I think 55k will be the first spot that'll be the real test.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. No one knows what happens short term. I'm just looking at the chart and it does not look good. Is this a 40% chat crash? I doubt it, but no one knows. But I doubt it.
I don't think we'll be crashing out of 40%. I don't think that's coming yet. I think we'll see 68 before we see low 50s again, or before we see a massive 30% crash.
And yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay. Everyone that said yes, you are correct.
Yeah.
We just broke down below 56k.
Mitchell Walker.
Okay, everyone's saying yes. All right, it looks like you guys are all. Yeah.
Mitchell Walker, ETH broke 2k.
Yep.
Yeah, we broke 2k a little bit ago. It's crashing. ETH is looking dreadful right now. This is what happened in the last crash. ETH just lost so much value.
Oh my god. Yeah, if you guys think Bitcoin isn't looking good, look at Ethereum. Ethereum looks sickly.
Yeah.
Ethereum needs to be taken out back and shot. My god. It's not looking good. So we just broke we have 500 concurrent viewers. If you guys could leave a like on the video and consider subscribing, we're inches away from hitting 100,000 subscribers on the channel. We just need that tiny little push to get over the line. I'd really appreciate you dropping a subscription. It's free and you can always change your mind. And then ShizoCrypto's channel in the description. He's the first one. He does a lot of altcoin predictions. We stream every day. We're daily streamers. We're the biggest crypto channel in Australia.
Are we?
No, we're the second biggest, but we'll be the biggest soon with your help if you drop a subscription. And damn, yeah, Ethereum's not looking good. Broke down below 2,000 at 1960. We're dropping fast on the Bitcoin too. Where are the people when we started the stream saying that we're fudding and that it's not a crash? I want apologies in chat.
Game Day Sports said, I'm streaming both streams to help with the algorithm. Had to mute this one just to be like, hey, thanks, man, for that. It helps us out.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, geez, we were getting a lot of hate.
Oh my god.
We're getting a lot of hate
Look at
at the
those
beginning.
candles. They barely fit on the screen.
Well, there you go, guys.
Yeah, there you go, guys. So we started streaming around here at 58k, and people were slandering in chat saying they're disliking and unsubscribing because it's not going to crash. And we said the technical setup looks really bad and we think it's going to crash. And looks what happened. I want apologies.
So money for the people. Actually, we had a lot of this 4-hour chart zoomed out. It looks really bad. You guys watching too much Crypto if you think this Head and Shoulders is phasing me. I'm sorry, but
yeah, if you think this Head and Shoulders is going to reverse us back up into an all-time high, you've been putting on too much Crypto. But hey, yeah. All right. Someone said Sailor gonna Giga Chad your coins away from you. Who do you think is buying? If you're selling right now, who do you think is buying? And do you think you'll ever get your coins back off that person? Because my bet's on no. Michael Saylor, Elon Musk, all these big whales are going to take your coins and they're not going to give it back.
Guys, just watch and wait to see if we hit this 54k zone. Thanks, man, for the donation. Really appreciate that.
Appreciate the donation, Gabar. Appreciate it.
I got a lot of messages in my one as well. Just quickly read them. Someone's saying constantly saying Litecoin. I personally hate Litecoin. I was bullish on it a few days ago just from the technical setup, but other than that, I wasn't. I'm not going to be holding for any fundamental reasons.
I mean, let's illustrate. So for the last 48 hours, and we've been extremely bearish on Litecoin for about 6 months now. So let's just touch on it for a second. And even when it was going up and it looks like it had a perfect technical setup, we were saying Litecoin does nothing that Bitcoin doesn't do, and it does everything that Bitcoin does but worse. So if you're holding Litecoin, every time Bitcoin goes up, it doesn't go up as much, and every time Bitcoin dips, it dips worse. And this is a perfect example of that. Look how sickly the Litecoin chart, it's down 10%, whereas Bitcoin's down 3.4%. I'm not bullish on Litecoin, and I never will be, most likely. I know Journey Crypto and a lot of the crypto YouTubers in the space like it, but just go onto the Bitcoin versus Litecoin chart and take a look at it, and I don't think you can be bullish on it. I don't know. And the use case of Litecoin is that it does faster transactions than Bitcoin. Like as a transactional network, it does well, but there's other cryptocurrencies with much better use cases and that can do it much better. For example, Nano is one of them. Yeah, that's just I don't want to say I told you so, but this is our point illustrated that we hound on all the time on stream about. This is why we don't like Litecoin. It's down 11% now and Bitcoin's only down 3.5%. Every time Bitcoin dips, Litecoin will take a heavier hit. Fuck me.
Just demonetized.
Stream's demonetized, but damn, look at these red candles.
Fuck me.
Look at this. This doesn't look good. Yeah, so I wonder if we'll hit 55k and if we see a bounce of it. But I mean, like, it looks bad, but it doesn't look as bad as Litecoin. Am I right? Or am I right?
Ethereum is looking dreadful right now. We're going down to 1973. Yeah, what do you guys think now? Do you guys still think this isn't a crash, or do you reckon this is a crash right now? Honestly, it's hard to say until we do fall. I didn't actually think we'd fall down to 54 around the 55k zone this quick. I want to see support at that zone before I want to say that it's a crash. I will be hodling. Yes, I won't be selling. You ask for the crash.
We didn't ask for the crash. What are you saying? Guys, we have a huge amount of our net worth tied up in cryptocurrencies, so we're watching our money evaporate before our eyes. We don't want it to crash in... I mean, if it crashes, we'll probably get more viewers on the stream, but we're watching our net worth evaporate. We don't want it to crash.
Don't waste your money on ETH. I still like Ethereum. I'm still bullish on it for the layer 2 optimism to come out, but until that happens, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, I'm gonna check out my chat. ETH could drop 40%, yeah, unfortunately. I'm just buying more coins now, LMAO. I reckon just watch for a little bit, wait till Ethereum hits 55 and see if we see a flipping happen there. If not, Yeah. Yeah, this is all paper hands. Guys, we're not selling, by the way, in case you guys think that.
Yeah, we're not selling. I'm not selling a single dime. There's a lot of new viewers in chat, but let's go over the point one more time. If you're selling into this Bitcoin dip, crash, consolidation, whatever you want to call it, and you're selling your altcoin, if you're taking profits at the moment, where are you putting this money? Take a minute to think. And if you don't have it, if you have a better investment idea, put it in chat because I want to hear it. But you're putting this money and you're putting it into cash, you're putting it into US dollars or whatever your native currency is, that you know is going to devalue at 15 to 20% per year. Don't think of cash as savings and safe money. Think of it as an investment that you know for a fact is breaking down at 15%. That's the best way to look at it. And like, where are you going to put that? Yeah.
Guys, a lot of you some of you ask you, damn, how are you so chill? You've become a bit apathetic about these sort of things when you've been watching it for a while. And if you take a look at, the fundamental reasons why Bitcoin and crypto will do well, and if you look at the technical data, we haven't actually crashed past the support for Bitcoin in the larger scale time scale of things. This honestly looks a bit inevitable to me, if I'm honest. Like, if you take a look at the longer term on my screen, Jamie, like, look, this just looks like it's forming perfectly.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, guys,
I'm not looking at these tiny candles. I'm looking at the price action since early Feb and early Jan. I'm not looking at this tiny candle that happened in the last 4 hours.
Guys, yeah, if you're actually freaking out about the price, let's just take a minute and zoom out a bit.
We're still making high lows and we're forming these patterns that are really bullish. So,
and for those of you that don't tune into the stream a lot, we drew this wedge back in February, and it's just perfectly following along it until we break down below that. 55k would be my first red flag. I wouldn't be worried at all. And yeah, someone's saying, how are you so chill as you're watching your net worth evaporate? I mean, like, take a step back from it all, zoom out of the charts. We're down 4%, and if you've been in the crypto game long enough, this is nothing.
I'd be more paranoid leaving my money in fiats and letting them bleed, to be honest. This is a margin trader's trap done by the exchanges. Don't sell. Diamond hands, exactly, smart words. Thank you, bearded heretic. This is a liquidation of margin traders. Yep, it honestly could be market crash or panic selling. I think it's a bit of both. It always happens when those liquidations happen, and then people start panic selling at the same time. It's all the Coinbases.
Let me pull up. I know the open interest, we hit an all-time high for both Ethereum and Bitcoin over the last 48 hours. And every time that happens, it's a red flag that we're about to see correction. And lo and behold, look at what we're seeing. Having said that, I wouldn't call this a crash. I'd call this a correction, if anything. And we're already climbing back above 56k. So we went down into the 55k. But let's see how this plays out over the next hour or so as well.
Yeah, we'll be clinking our whiskey because it's still on track. So
yeah, we won't be freaking out. If Bitcoin breaks down below 50k, then you'll see us freak out a little.
You still want just take a good look at the broader picture of things.
Oh, here, this is what I wanted to show you guys. So some behavioral analysis. If you guys don't follow them on Twitter, I'll give them a quick shout out. It's Sentiment. But this is the data I was looking at over the last 24 hours. And I was like, we're probably due for a correction. So both Bitcoin and Ethereum, their funding rate is the highest that we've seen. And historically, what this shows is that we're due for a correction or at least a pullback. Every time, I don't know, people start getting greedy, open interest booms up.
Hey, Steve.
Everything, yeah, I don't know. We're due for just a pullback in the price. So something to think about, something to keep an eye on. If you don't follow Sentiment on Twitter, I'd recommend them. Glassnode for any on-chain data, and then Sentiment for any behavioral analysis. The more I've been sort of tracking Sentiment and their behavioral analysis, the more shocked I am at how spot on it is. And just for an example, the other day, it showed extreme skepticism in the Ethereum price because they go over all the tweets of the Twitter cryptocurrency crowd, and everyone was skeptical about the future of Ethereum, and every time there's extreme skepticism, historically that's really bullish for the underlying cryptocurrency. And lo and behold, Ethereum hit an all-time high 48 hours later. Then they put out the behavioral analysis that funding rates are at their highest they've been, and it looks like we're due. It's a red flag, and we're due for a pullback. And lo and behold, it happens again. So
can't have chips without the dips, pretty much.
Can't have chips without the dips.
You
exactly.
guys, you have to take care of your investors. I always recommend to put in your stop limits below your purchase price to make sure to limit, your risk that you set yourself in all your purchases. We always say dollar cost average into Bitcoin so that your average cost will move about the moving average, and you won't be so prone to these huge dips if you buy the top and that sort of thing. But at the same time, you'll still be in the crypto and you'll still be hedging yourself against your wealth that's actually declining at a faster rate. So.
Someone said, Jamie Tree, you honestly think 68k Bitcoin this month? You're crazy. We can't even get through 60k. Not enough buyers at that level. More likely we see 50k than 68k.
Everyone said that about 50k, 40k.
Everyone
30K.
said that about 50k, and everyone has a really short memory. Remember how long no one wanted to buy 50k Bitcoin, and we were just scratching the underneath the bottom of it, like underneath it. Everyone has a really short memory. This is what I think plays out. And don't get me wrong, no one knows what's going to happen short term. We might not see 68k. This prediction that we made, this was set back in February. So back when we were streaming in February, we set a 68k Bitcoin target. And that was just based on everything that was coming out.
Yeah.
I still think that that's a realistic price target that could happen in April. But at the end of the day, no one knows what's going to happen. Absolutely no one knows what happens short term. The big thing that happens April 14th is, so in 1 week's time, Coinbase IPOs. And you might be like, why is Coinbase IPO? Why is that important for the Bitcoin price? It's going to be such a huge event and going to garner so much media attention and people attracted to the cryptocurrency space that I think it's going to be, if you look back at the .com bubble, when Netscape went public, that really signified the start of a huge rip upwards and bubble of the .com companies. And I think the same thing will happen with Coinbase and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So that's what I think happens. If you guys looked at so we're equity investors first. We invested in companies for 5 years before we even touched cryptocurrencies. If you looked at the financials that Coinbase released for their IPO next week, they're mind-blowing. I think they'll 2x on the day that they IPO. Like, they were just mental. The Coinbase is a monster. And the fact they're going public next week is interesting.
Guys, this is not a bloodbath, by the way. You guys are still saying this is awful. Literally zoom out of your charts. Altcoins getting crushed badly. Yeah, guys, please address this point. Surely sell out alts now. I always recommend to put in your stop limits. If you're selling out randomly because you see a red day, I don't think you're doing it right. I think you should be taking a good look at your charts on the altcoins, buying in the red and selling in the green, taking profits along the way. That way you are less exposed to all these fluctuations. Oh, it scared me. Everything you read today, 60k will happen. Sorry guys, one sec. I just need to scroll up. It's coming through too quick. I'm trying to get through a lot of them and just by answering really quick. Selling ETH is looking worse than Bitcoin.
Yeah, let's
today,
take a look at the.
ETH still isn't looking too bad in the overall. We still made a higher high and higher lows. Honestly, I think Ethereum saw its breakout before Bitcoin. Just let me zoom out 1 sec. We're closing in on 1,000 viewers, guys. Let's get that up.
Let's get that up. Because they have control over how many viewers we have.
Link it to all your friends.
Yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel, we have quite a few concurrent viewers at the moment. If you could, it'll take 1 second, like the stream and then subscribe. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers on the channel. We're just pushing over it. I'm Jamie Tree. This is ShizoCrypto. He's the first link in the description. We're the second biggest Australian cryptocurrency channel. To give you guys a bit of background, we've been equity trading for the last 5 years. We run a small business. We converted the entire balance sheet into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and cryptocurrencies halfway through last year. And since then, we've been consuming and digesting everything coming out about Bitcoin, Ethereum, cryptocurrency in general. So that gives you a bit of background of where we come from. A lot of our net worth is tied up, but we still trade US equities, Australian equities. We still track them, do technical analysis of them. Not all of our net worth is invested into cryptocurrencies, but a good portion of it is. So it's not like we're watching these charts with glee, enjoying these.
You guys keep saying lol Reef. What are you talking about, Reef? Reef is just looking like the rest of the market. Was there news that came out about Reef recently? Pump it up, boys. 500 more viewers. Sorry, guys. I need to look at my stream as well.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bearded Heretic. I appreciate that.
Ethereum is not looking good at all. It is dropping hard and fast. And I think the reason behind that is because not only does it take its lead from Bitcoin, but there's a lot more reasons to be fundamentally bearish on Ethereum. So the optimism delay, look, this is what I think keeps happening. They see the Binance Smart Chain and these other projects, Cardano, start to take market share away from them. And then they say that they announce that optimism is going to come out and they're going to build all these solutions and build on top of it. And that everything's going to get better. And then everyone leaves all these other coins and jumps back into Ethereum. And everyone's like, it's all going to be good. Ethereum's, it's all going to be like blue skies ahead. But then what happens is that once all the money's back into it, they announce delays, that it's not going to be what it's promised. They under-deliver on what they've said they're going to do. And who knows really how long Ethereum is going to take to sort its shit out. Like long-term, Ethereum, super bullish on it. But in the short to medium term, there's not a lot to be excited about. And I think Binance and other projects, Cardano, Polkadot, are going to continue to take market share away from them.
Even KuCoin released their crypto, I think, over the past couple of weeks, and we've already seen their price shoot up, and they're pretty much a copycat of BNB. If you take a look, let's see how actually they're already at 110. Oh no, sorry, they're only starting to see value again now. My bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of coins. Let's illustrate the point a bit. There's a lot of coins that have the potential to take market share away, and that I would say have a lot better fundamental reasons to be bullish on them compared to Ethereum. So one of them is Binance, Cardano, Polkadot, all good coins, and that's why I think we're seeing such a sharper pullback in Ethereum than Bitcoin.
Someone said, please don't tell me you like Cardano. Zero working project. Yeah, agreed. I'm not a huge fan of ADA.
Did someone actually say that? Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of ADA, to be honest. I think a lot of it's just hot air at the moment. I think there's much better projects for the short term.
Yeah, guys, still, we don't like to be very vocal about it because I know how diehard the Cardano fans are.
Whenever I put up a poll and I add Cardano in it, literally every single vote goes to Cardano. If it's post, are you bullish on what do you think is going to do well this week? And whenever I put Cardano in, all of you guys vote for it in my polls. Yeah. Same with yours. You guys, you have a lot of diehard Cardano fans.
So, in all my community posts that I put up regarding cryptocurrencies, the Cardano fanboys, I don't know where they come from, but they come out of the woodworks and go ham on it and just destroy the Cardano button and vote it up to the moon. You make a good point that it's not... Don't get me wrong, I think Cardano is a good project and has a huge amount of potential, but in its market capitalization and the valuation that it now trades at, there's only good news baked into the price.
Yeah.
So a lot of it has been untested. A lot of people don't even realize.
ADA is a stable coin. I like that.
A lot of people don't even realize that smart contracts only came out on the Merry hard fork. Like they're still fairly behind a lot of these other projects. So
BNB is already seeing adoption in its smart contract platform. That's just I love you guys. Always positive and responding with details. Thanks for what you guys think of Engine good long term. I'm really bullish on Engine long term. I think the gaming industry would be one of the first industries to fully adopt crypto and blockchain technology in its full-fledged form.
Yeah, the gaming industry is perfectly primed to accept cryptocurrency as it is.
Yeah.
And I think that's the first industry that we really see take it on in a main capacity.
Yeah.
For those that are new to cryptocurrency and new into cryptocurrency, new into investing, new into equities, What we're seeing is referred to in the stock market world as the midweek reversal. It's just something you see. It's a fair pullback. If you've been in the cryptocurrency game for a while, this is absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
We're at 3% down. Like, let's take a step back and call it what it is. It's 3% drop over the last 24 hours. If we break down below 55k, that's when I'll raise the first red flag and be, hold on, let's see where this is going. But as of right now,
and real quick,
we're just
guys,
chilling.
We said at the beginning of the stream we'll see some support at 56k. I think we've been chilling at 56k for a few minutes now. If I go into the 5-minute, yeah, look how many times we bounced off 50k already. Bounced off it already 3 times in the past 3 days. Hopefully we do stay above it. If it looks like if we do fall below, we'll move down to 54, keep going down, and then hopefully not crash completely to a 30% dip. But we'll see.
I mean, during this bull run up, and it's interesting, we haven't seen, the worst dip we saw was 30%.
Yeah, actually, that was the worst we saw, yeah.
So I don't think we see anything over 30%. And the Bitcoin price since that 30% dip has been a lot more stable. And it's really been trading in a tight zone between 58k and 60k that I don't think we're going to see anything too major. Then again, no one knows what's going to happen, but I don't think we see, what my prediction was, we see a bounce off 55k. It didn't look like that was likely when we were dropping really fast, but who knows? If we dip below 55k, my next target would be 52k. Once we've dipped below that, we're looking at 50k as a psychological level to hold. If we don't hold that, then I'd start to freak out in some propensity. And let's just check out what's dipping the hardest at the moment.
How bullish you and Cake, and how many X do you think? I think it'll at least do a 3x from its price right now, very in the short term. Buy some dips. Who's the one kid that feels the need to dislike? Honestly, don't know. Did you guys open Discord? Sean joined. Welcome back. We haven't opened Discord yet. I've created. I'll put the link in We'll put the link in my chat just so we have all the OGs in it for early. I might put it in now.
We'll put it on. Yeah, we'll put it on in a few minutes when everything's cool. Or like just before we finish, we'll drop the link in ShizoCrypto's live stream chat of the.
Put it in.
Yeah, okay.
We haven't really set it up.
Of the Discord. Yeah, we started up a Discord and we'll drop that because there's a lot of smart people in my subscribers. There's people that have made price predictions that have been so spot on and that know the crypto scene so incredibly well that we just had to make a Discord to. So Sean, Beth, and Mitchell Walker. I know you guys were really wanting the.
Greg's
Gregsy as well. You guys really wanted the Discord. We did get that up and running, and we'll drop the link in a bit. Answer a few of these questions in chat. Someone said, I've spent 20k on XRB down at 0.000056. After that, they closed the market. What do you think on that? I mean, when does your market reopen? I think you're going to probably do pretty well on that trade, just looking at what Bitcoin's doing. Ethereum's and because Ethereum ran so hard, because Ripple ran so hard, it's probably going to dip even harder. So I think you'll do pretty well on that trade.
I'm glad we're sitting at 56k. We want to slowly decline down to around the 56. We wanted to slowly decline down to 56 and 54 to keep this upwards wedge pattern forming, and then we could start moving upwards and keep that accumulation going at these price points. We do need to slow down its price movement. I think this entire higher lows and then having a steady growth on top is very good for the Bitcoin price. This is really healthy. This is a really healthy dip. I don't actually think this is going to be a 30% dip. I really don't think it will be.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get to 30% either. I think we'll, at worst, yeah. So the 3 points I'm looking at, 55k, then 52k, then 50k, and I think it gets more and more unlikely as you go down. I think we'll bounce off 55k, but no one knows in short term.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if we see below 52k. Shocked.
Yeah. Is there any?
Oh man.
Guys, please don't spam. If you have $5,000, how would you diversify your portfolio? Definitely put a large portion of it into Bitcoin and Ethereum. Right now, actually, I would actually weigh a little bit heavier towards BNB if we do see a dip. I'm really bullish on BNB over the next couple months, and then kind of when Ethereum does fix itself, then kind of flow those funds back into Ethereum. But for that last maybe 20% if you're feeling a bit more risk averse, you can put it into other projects that you're really bullish on and really like some projects in the gaming industry.
I can't take you guys seriously. The guy that said I'm shitting my pants, is that sarcasm? Because if you are actually shitting your pants,
I think that's the one who called us little kids earlier. Oh, good to see girls. I think Mochi is the one who said good to see girls getting back in.
If you are actually shitting your pants at the moment, please just zoom out of the chart and take a look there, because I mean, we're down 4%. If you've been in the cryptocurrency space, if you've been in the Bitcoin space for any extended amount of time, this is absolutely nothing. If anything, it's a healthy correction, and every correction is a buying opportunity. As we've been saying on the stream over and over and over, where are you putting your money if you're not investing it into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency? If you're taking it out, are you putting it into the USD that's breaking down? Are you putting it into an asset that you know is inflating and going to devalue over and over and over? I don't know. Let me know the better investment if you have it.
Guys, this is playing exactly how we anticipated would at the beginning of the stream, if you've been here since the beginning. I think the sentiment in the chat has completely flipped. When we opened this stream, everyone was saying we were fudders and that it's not crashing and that we're spreading false. But if you look at literally all the data, everything pointed towards this price action on Bitcoin moving downwards to this point. So
yeah,
now exactly. It looks like you guys are on board with how we see it as well.
We were going to see a bit of a pullback. Yeah, when we first launched the stream, guys, we were at 58K and we had the title that we're crashing, and we were getting hate. We were getting slandered. We were saying, why do you have that in the title? But it's because of the technical setup, and we saw the open interest and everything that was coming out. Everything sort of accumulated in a perfect storm that it looked like we were going to have a pullback. We hadn't seen one for so long, and there was so much open interest. It just looked like we were going to pull back. Don't get us wrong, we're super bullish on it. I still think we see at least test 100K Bitcoin at some point this year. But it's healthy to have a pullback, and any pullback is a buying opportunity.
And guys, if you look at this chart, a lot of you saying this is looking bearish, but just to me, how I see it is we're relatively making higher highs at this first peak here. If you go look to your left a bit, Jamie, put it on the 4 hour.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Put it on the 1 hour actually, and then zoom out a bit. If you look to the leftmost peak on the left of your screen, that one was the lowest peak we've seen up until now. We're still moving upwards in our peak, still making higher lows, putting lots of upwards pressure on the price.
Yeah.
We will converge into this point, and then we'll see something. I think it'll definitely go upwards. I think it will go upwards. Almost guaranteed. There's so much pressure on it to move upwards in the short term. So.
I mean, yeah, guys, pull out on the 1 hour chart and take a look. We're still making higher highs and lower lows. It's still very bullish. We haven't broken down to a point that I'd be super freaked out at the current moment. It still looks really good.
Mitchell Walker, I think we think the exact same on our buys. BNB is going to bounce so hard after it hits bottom, and Polkadot. Those are the two cryptos will be looking at the most. Where do you guys go to get market indicators or sentiment? Sentiment, a really good one for sentiment is the Fear and Greed Index. That one kind of takes everything on board in terms of fundamental. It takes a lot of the Twitter sentiment and puts that into its what do you call it?
I really like sentiment on Twitter. So it's sentiment with an A. They do the best analysis of sentiment by far. So if you guys are into behavioral analysis, and if you guys are in the cryptocurrency game, if you're day trading, if you're swing trading, or if you're a long-term investor, I would combine all these pillars to go into your investment decisions. And those are on-chain data, looking at fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and then behavioral analysis as well. And one good resource is the Fear and Greed Index. But my favorite one is Sentiment on Twitter, is Sentiment with an A. They do the best behavioral analysis, and for what from how long I've been following it, they're spot on generally all the time. And if you combine all of them together, you can get a pretty educated guess on what's going to happen to the Bitcoin price. That's why we opened up the stream. It looked like things didn't look good. It looked like we were going to have a
flowing out
pullback.
of the entire market, and
Yeah, money was flowing back. We thought we were going to see continuation, so we put up the stream with the title, and that's what we had.
I think Polkadot's looking pretty bad in my opinion. I really hope that they would at least stay above this $40 zone, but it looks like we broke past into the accumulation area again. Yeah, I will be looking to buy Polkadot, but it is looking like Polkadot might drop down a little bit more.
And a point we were making about a lot of these, I mean, let's take a look at some of the other alts. Zilliqa's down 9%, Ethereum's down 7%, not looking great. Cake is down 11%, Dot's down 11%, XRB is down 18%, Litecoin's down 8.5%, BNB's down 9%. Everything's bleeding really hard compared to Bitcoin, which is what you would expect. But on the last 2 days that we streamed, there was a lot of FOMO in chat. People were freaking out. They didn't know whether to buy. Our advice never changes. Always dollar cost average in, because you're always most likely going to get a better buying opportunity. And lo and behold, right here is an opportunity.
Or the making of one.
Or the making of one. Yeah, I wouldn't jump in too yet. Let's let things clear up a bit. But it looks like we're stabilizing around the 56K, and we may not dip below it. But we'll see. We'll see.
We might wrap it up in a bit if you want to, or if you want to stay on.
Let's give it a few, maybe 10 more. We'll see if we see continuation, or if we continue on. Yeah, I'm not selling. I don't see a better investment to put my money into. Who is this guy? Guys, don't follow any WhatsApp message and chat. We will not lure you off the... we'll never lure you off of YouTube. We'll never invite you to a WhatsApp group chat or a Telegram group chat. The only thing that we will do, we'll drop our Discord link in the chat when we wrap up the stream, if you guys want to join it. We literally just made it yesterday because there's a lot of people that... There's some really smart subscribers that come along to the live streams, and then we just want a platform that everyone can talk and share ideas of buying and selling. A lot of the people freaking out in chat, zoom out. If you've just invested in the last month or so, if you're down on your Bitcoin investment, I wouldn't freak out. This is very normal when it comes to it. When things go down, it is generally a good time to buy. I'm going to butcher this quote, but it served me well in my equity investing days. When there's blood on the street, even if it's yours, that's the time to buy. So when you see red all across the board, and let me illustrate it by going to the coin market cap list, even if it's your holdings, that's the best time to buy. If you skip back 12 months ago, when we saw the crashes of March, I bet you wish you had bought up anything then. Look at all these reds. From all the on-chain data, all the fundamental analysis, I don't think we've hit a cryptocurrency top. I don't think we've hit a Bitcoin top. So any dip just serves as a opportunity to buy.
I'll put the Discord. Are we just gonna do my one?
I'll drop it in.
Drop it in both.
Just send me the link.
Sure. It's just Oh yeah, I can send it to you.
I'll pop it up on here. I'll drop the Discord link in chat now. If you guys want to join the Discord, feel free.
There we go. I sent it now.
We just made it today, so there's not much in it, but we have a lot of subscribers that are really good. I mean, there's so many. Oh, it looks like we might break down below 56K again. We're putting in another decently big red candle. We might just stay and see how that unfolds. 56K, put it in chat, your predictions again if we go below it one more time. I think we do, by the way. I think we do.
Can you guys see that link I just put in the chat?
Oh yeah, guys, I'll drop the link.
Can you pin that? Wait.
That's yours.
Do you want me to put it on your stream? I don't think I can put links in your stream.
All right, guys, I'll drop the Discord in chat now. Let me know if that link works. I don't know if links work in chat or not.
Sorry, Bearded Heresy, we don't have Telegram. We won't be looking to do Telegram either. I have pin message. There we go.
Guys, can you see that pinned message? I'll drop the link a few times in chat. That's the Discord link if you guys want to join it. There's a few real geniuses in chat. Should you buy BNB now? Yeah, the few, and guys, I won't lure you off to Telegram. I won't lure you off to what's the other one? People would go WhatsApp. Discord is the only place that I'll foster a community, because I think that's the least scammy place of all of them.
PLN, what is? Thanks for the PLN. I don't even know what
First
currency
deflationary token. There's a lot of deflationary tokens, but I'm sure it's one of them. Basket coin, BSKT.
I've heard of Basket Coin. I think it's another Binance project. I think I might be wrong actually.
Yeah, it works. Awesome, perfect, cool. So yeah, that's the Discord link chat if you guys want to join. We'll just foster some chat in there.
Oh, sorry, is my Twitter not working? I'll put in my correct Twitter. I'll fix that up. Why is it? Maybe it's mad. Nice.
Yeah, someone said 55k is first support, 100%. 55k, then 52k, because that's what a lot of analysts willy woo most of all. Oh, sweet as. Awesome. Welcome to the Discord for all the people joining.
Yeah, we'll set up all the chat. Do we even need chat rules or anything, or can we just? I don't know. We'll sort that out.
Yeah, we'll sort that out. We'll sort it out. Should I sell all your altcoin is all collapsing? I would say no. When everything's dipping like this is the worst time to sell it. If we break below 55k, you could make an argument for selling it. But it's looking a bit better now.
We did say at the beginning stream 56k will be a key level of support, and it's looking like that's proving to be true. We've been sitting at 56k this entire stream. Well, pretty much for the most part. Hopefully we stay steady at it, so we'll see. Stay off ETH, dude. It's going down. Yeah, ETH is dropping pretty hard.
Oh man, it looks like we're gonna visit 1950. Oh man, yeah, Ethereum's looking really sickly, which isn't great because I do hold a decent amount of Ethereum. But we did see that huge run up on what was really a lot of hot air. Like there wasn't great fundamental reasons to be buying Ethereum. As we said, we're really bullish on the Binance Smart Chain. If you guys follow the US tech stocks, I'm sure a lot of you guys do because it's really natural to come from US equities and then into US equities and then start trading cryptocurrencies. Binance, the company, reminds me very closely of an early Amazon. And I think that they're going to be the big player in the crypto space and they're going to buy up a lot of projects. They're going to take a lot of market share away from Ethereum. The Binance Smart Chain does a lot of what Ethereum is doing, but for a lot cheaper, at least in the short and medium term. Long term, I'm bullish on Ethereum, but Binance and the Binance coin, and you can see like we hit the all-time high over the last 48 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're super bullish on it, and Cake as well.
BNB's a really nice quick fix to the Ethereum the issues that Ethereum's having right now. So
yeah, it's a nice quick fix, short-term fix.
It had to happen. So. Oh, you kidding me?
We'll go back.
We might wrap it up in the next few minutes.
I think we'll give it to 20 minutes just to sort of let it play out because Ethereum's still dropping pretty hard. Litecoin's still dropping pretty hard.
Okay, yeah.
Bitcoin looks like it's stabilizing a bit more. Oh, no, it's not. It just broke down below 56k again. Not looking good again. Damn. Yeah, so the people that when we started the stream at 58k and we said it's going to crash, and then we put in a shitload of red candles. Let's see if we bounce off 55k if we reach it. Oh my god, and Ethereum just put in another huge red candle and just broke below 1950. Damn.
Oh.
I mean, this is crazy. Like this, it looks like we're going to get a decent bounce. You can only put in so many red candles before you see a decent bounce up. And this is looking a bit oversold, if I do say so myself. Not financial advice, but there you go.
It looks like Bitcoin is trying to retest 56k again.
Guys, just while we have a lot of new viewers in chat, we are the second biggest cryptocurrency channel in Australia. if you guys could take the 1 second out of your day and drop a subscribe on the video and drop a like as well, that would help out a ton. Get us to that #1 spot. We're daily live streamers, it seems now, at least for the last week we have been, but would appreciate a subscription and a like on the video greatly. Appreciate you guys. Also, yeah, we started Discord just for the people that wanted it.
I'm actually I'm on the Discord right now. I'm actually taking a step back. I'm looking at what you guys are saying in the chat.
And yeah, don't follow any of the users in chat that are trying to lead you off to WhatsApp or Telegram.
We're not doing Telegram, WhatsApp. The only
and
link
we never will.
We will honestly probably ever put in chat is our Discord link. It looks like we've got
1940. Damn.
Hey guys, we've got.
Now we're really crashing, boys.
We've got almost 100 users in our Discord already, so that's crazy.
That's cool.
Thanks for joining, guys.
Thanks for joining the Discord. It'll be a bit more detailed and like specific analysis. Yeah,
we'll do this something with the Discord a bit better in the near future. I might take a look at it.
Alright, yeah. Join the Discord if you want to join a smallish community. A lot of our subscribers are really good. Technical analysis is like mind blowing. They help us with videos. They help us putting out videos. So there you go. Guys, I wouldn't sell. Everyone is freaking out like crazy. Is this everyone's first rodeo? Like, let me zoom out for you guys.
I want to let you guys know again that 54K will be I believe, that'll be the next point of support that we need to look for before we start moving downwards any harder. So it looks like we have broken the 56K mark and it's testing
56K has now been convincingly broken through.
Especially with the momentum it's got downwards.
Yeah, with the momentum. The next test, and we said it as soon as we started this stream, we said, let's see if we test 55K. I thought we see a bounce off it, but we're heading towards it so fast that it looks like we might just break straight below it. Let me know. Yeah, I want to see what the chat has to say. I think we'll break below it now. Do you guys think we see a bounce at 55K or we hold it for a bit longer? Someone said I shorted at 59K. Nice trade. Very nice trade. Bro, my crypto portfolio is down 50%. You must be in some crazy altcoins. Jamie Tree, this is not a joke. Crypto just uploaded video. Bull run over. Moving averages crossed. Pi cycle declared end of bull run. Not a joke. Please listen.
Oh my god.
Alright, how do I even respond? How do we respond to that one? I don't agree. Is where I would start with that one. There's 4 different models that suggest that we've hit peak Bitcoin, like the peak of the cycle. I don't agree with them. Let me pull up the 4 different models that suggest that we've hit peak cycle. I'll pull it up for you guys just in a second. And then I'll lay out our argument why I think that's not true and not the case. And keep in mind that models and predictions of prices. Can we put the ominous music back on? Yeah. Now we really need some ominous music going, especially as we approach the 55K. We'll see if we bounce.
Are we gonna get copyrighted for this?
Oh no, I don't think of this one.
Hold on, let me find a copyright one.
Copyright free one? Yeah, good idea. I'll pull up the 4 indicators that show that suggest, that we've hit peak Bitcoin. That we've hit at least the peak of the cycle. And this was showing, this isn't new news. It was like this, it's been like this for the last 3 days. So if this is all just news to you, you haven't been following these predictors very closely. So Plan B, if you guys don't know Plan B, he runs himself one of the most accurate Bitcoin price predictors in the past. But he put out this tweet. So Pi Cycle, Wave, Rainbow, and NUPL fans have sold their Bitcoin. It's probably time for institutions to resume buying in Q2. So all of these models suggest that we've hit the peak Bitcoin price. Probably the most convincing is the, what's the regression one? The linear regression?
Yeah.
The linear regression bands, we hit the peak of that. When we hit that one, I sort of took a step back and was like, that's pretty convincing that we may have hit at least maybe a double peak or a double top in the cycle. But yeah, the Pi cycle top indicates that we hit peak Bitcoin. Oh, you guys are going crazy in chat. You guys have got to chill out. Someone said Elon Musk just declared bankruptcy.
Someone said Tesla sold 50% of their holdings.
That's not true. Bubble is burst. No, you guys need to chill out. You guys need to chill out. You guys need to take a step back. You guys need to zoom out on the chart and take a look. Put some Beethoven music on.
You guys legit need to chill. We're still moving upwards. We've still made higher lows. Even if we go down to say 54, 53, it's still a bullish uptrend. So in the long term,
guys, Elon Musk has not sold anything, and like we're laughing about it on the channel as Bitcoin continues to drop. Don't get it twisted. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars invested into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. It's a huge amount of our net worth, and we're watching it just poof into midair. So it's not like we care. I'm not going to give you guys financial advice. I'm not selling.
Elon Musk died. Alright, guys.
I think Elon Musk opened the Bitcoin chart and was so shocked. He declared bankruptcy and then instantly died of a heart attack. And that didn't happen. So yeah, the rainbow chart, the linear band regressions, and the Bitcoin pied top all suggest that we hit a Bitcoin peak and that we were going to see a pullback. Now, how I would play devil's advocate and argue against this is by first, let me pull up the Plan B stock to flow model, because I think this is probably the most accurate predictor of the Bitcoin price. And to just illustrate that models are only accurate until they're not. They're only useful until they're not, right? So the Plan B and not the Plan B, the pi top indicator and the regression what is it called?
Band.
The regression band, linear regression band. Those two models that suggested would hit peak Bitcoin and the top of the cycle, they only had 3 data points, and they were all based off of the previous bull runs.
And this is completely different. The amount of adoption, institutional investment, retail investment it changes the game completely.
Completely, yeah. It changed completely. With institutional investment at the moment, the entire game has changed. So this is probably my favorite model, not the stock to flow cross asset model, but the stock to flow model. And look how accurate a predictor it has been in the past. And this is predicting around $100,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year.
Yeah.
If you guys are freaking out, the dot that we're going to see is going to put a dot in just under the line. It's still nothing to freak out about, in my opinion. So looking at these models, and apparently Crypto, the prophet of the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin scene, says that we've hit the peak of the cycle. I wouldn't buy into it. I wouldn't buy into that we've hit a top. If there's only 3 data points, models are only useful until they're not. And there's no other way to say it. Fundamentally, the game has changed. So,
joke aside, which one would you prefer, Hot, One, Vet, or ZIL for most profit? VeChain and ZIL above Hot and One, in my opinion. VeChain for long term, ZIL for mid to long term. Yeah, that's my opinion on that one. Elon Musk got kidnapped. Stop spreading Elon Musk FUD. Guys, we're above 56k again.
Yeah, and we're seeing 56k hold as a decent level.
It looks like we've got 1250 in chat right now, so a lot of you are new. We said at the beginning of the stream that 56 would be a key level of support that we need to hold for this to keep moving sideways for a little bit longer before us to dump 30% again. Yeah, and it's looking like we are holding it. We've been holding it over the last few minutes. We'll see overnight and see how it goes. See when all the US people wake up.
Okay, yeah, someone said Crypto did not say what we're saying and that he predicted a top. I'm just going off what someone said in chat, that someone said that Crypto said that we've hit an all-time. And I heard that in yesterday's live stream as well, that he said
we're at the top a few times.
Yeah, he said that we're at the top a few times. I think, and he was indicating towards the pi cycle indicator, and then he did a video and said that he takes it back. So, I don't know.
Calm before the storm. Yep. What to buy now? I'm gonna be watching this for a little bit longer. See if we wait for the trend reversals. Keep an eye on MACD and the averages and that sort of thing before I'm gonna be putting any buys in.
Yeah, time to buy is exactly correct. The opportunity is
Yeah, you still don't be caught at the -5, down by 5% in a 30% dip though, and you never know when that's gonna happen. So keep an eye on the key support levels. Pre-alt sky rocket dip.
Yeah. So
You
this
guys-
is something that we were pointing out really early on in the stream was the Bitcoin dominance and how we think that the altcoin season hasn't even really begun. It's just shifting into first gear. I think once we see the true recovery from this, we see true altcoin season start to get off. And let me illustrate the point a bit to you guys in chat. I'll pull up the Bitcoin dominance chart in just a second here. All right, so here we go. So for those of you guys that are new to the scene, what you guys are looking at here.
Crypto said subscribe to Jamie Tree. I don't know if he did that or not.
I don't think you said that. What you guys are looking at here is as the cryptocurrency as a total market cap, everything combined, it's around $2 trillion, or it was before we saw this dip. Back in 2017, when we saw all the altcoins run really hard, we saw Bitcoin dip down and it was under 40%. So it got to even under 35% dominance. What we eventually saw is Bitcoin return to around 60% dominance and it remained there. But over the last week, what we've seen is Bitcoin kind of fall off a cliff, and you can see this little tail here. Bitcoin, it crashed down to about 55%, and I think this is really telling that altcoin season is really about to swing into full effect. And money and smart money is going to flow out of Bitcoin and into altcoins. Let this correction play out and play its course. I think we go down to maybe 55K or 52K before we see a nice bounce. And then I think we see a altcoin season like we haven't seen the likes of before. And if you think about it logically, if you think of Bitcoin as digital gold and the whole cryptocurrency market cap as a proxy for the economy, you would expect money to flow out of Bitcoin and into various altcoins like over the future. Because does gold make up 60% of the world GDP? Does it make up 60% of the world economy? No. Like, that's just ridiculous. There's so many more use cases for all these different cryptocurrencies that people aren't thinking about. So you would expect Bitcoin dominance over time to come off. And for altcoins, especially ones that have huge use cases, to run really hard. So yeah, that's my opinion on what we sort of see over the future. And let's take a look back at, we've climbed back above 56K on the Bitcoin chart, which is looking good because we were barreling towards 55K, which is the first red flag that we brought up immediately. All right, Akali, you're going in the timeout for SafeStar. Let me give a bit of a spiel on all these meme and social coins. So you have SafeStar, you have SafeMoon, you have Safe Mars. You have long Elongate, you have long Elon Musk, you have Elon Musk coin, you have all these ridiculous, you have Hogecoin anymore that you can think of.
So many of them.
There's so many. You have a lot of these social coins and they may go up a huge 100%, but they're very easy to recreate and they don't have a huge use case. So those coins are a perfect example of greater fool theory, of buying and then selling. Yeah, don't be a Papega and sell. Who are you selling to, and what are you selling to invest into?
League of Highlights.
League of Highlights. You've got it. You've got it. Exactly.
Bang the nail on the head.
Yeah, hit the nail on the head. Guys, we're actually doing a subathon. If you subscribe to the channel, we actually stream per subscription for an extra hour, and we're currently the second biggest crypto Australian YouTube channel. If you subscribe to the channel and like the channel, you extend the length of the stream. And also go into the first link in the description. It's ShizoCrypto. If you like altcoins and altcoin analysis, his first link and channel in the description. He does really in-depth altcoin predictions, and he's been spot on every time. Let's take a look at the other coins just for the minute. So Ethereum looking a little bit better. Let's see if it holds 1950. 2000 was absolutely nothing and it just papered through it immediately. Should you buy Bitcoin now or wait? I mean, it's a lot better to be buying it now than it was 3 hours ago, I'll tell you that. But at the same time, the charts aren't looking great. The technical setups aren't looking great. I'd let it play out for a bit and maybe stabilize before you make a decision. It depends on your time frame.
I personally think we'll probably bounce off this 50k zone and then move upwards to about 58 and then move down back to 54, 55, and then we start to see Bitcoin moving up to all-time highs again. What are people saying, Jet?
People are saying we want a 24-hour stream. Well, if you guys subscribe, we only need 24 subscribers and we're doing a 24-hour stream.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, it doesn't take a lot of you to hit that big red button.
Sorry guys, I'm reading
I'm
reading the Discord and my chat at the same time, so I'm kind of taking a seat back here.
Yeah.
Can you briefly explain your exit strategies? You put in Bitcoin, Ethereum, or just save profits for the time being in fiat? I personally take profits along the way. I dollar cost average and then take profits on big green candles and move upwards and then sell on resistance, sell small portion of resistance point. I have Bitcoin and Ethereum. I will never be selling probably my entire life. I'll be holding onto Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is probably about 50% of my portfolio, and I will be holding over the next dips and bear market cycles.
Yeah,
that's just me though.
What's our exit strategy? Our exit strategy is, I would say for myself, is when a better investment comes along that I feel comfortable removing money from Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies that I think is going to return more money over time. Is cash a better investment? No. Are stocks at the moment a better investment? No. If you guys are in equities or you follow economists or famous investors, everyone agrees on one thing, and that is that inflation is going to be between 10 to 15%, and it's going to be like that for the next 10 to 15 years at best. If you guys look at any commodity prices, if you look at coins, if you look at even things like grain and corn, they're all hitting all-time highs not because there's a huge demand for all these commodities and different things. It's because the dollar is breaking down below it. So what is my exit strategy? It's when an investment comes along that I think is superior to Bitcoin. And right now, based off all the on-chain analysis, off all the fundamental analysis, off all the technical analysis, right now there isn't a better investment than Bitcoin and various altcoins, in my opinion. Not financial advice, but I've been trading equities for over 5 years. If you trade equities as well, you know that things are trading on ridiculous multiples. And then what a lot of investors aren't doing is they're not applying a discount rate to the cash flows and cash balance sheet of companies when they're looking to buy them. So I don't know, add that into the equation and tell me what's a good investment, what's a better investment than Bitcoin. There's nothing. There's nothing at the moment. That could change if on-chain data comes out and Bitcoin is looking sickly. If fundamentally a huge black swan event that I can't even think of happens, then of course everything changes. But as of right now, everything is just too bullish and it's really early on. A good catalyst that'll come out in the next week is for the people that have just joined in
Dude,
1
you're
week's
like
time.
19. Yeah. Keep going,
Dude, you're like 19. I'm actually 35 years old. Is in 1 week we have the Coinbase IPO. So that's what looks like would be a big catalyst.
What's your VPVR indicator used for? I just use it to see volume of order on the lateral scale. It helps with setting resistance and support levels. I use it. You don't have to. I just think it's a really good indicator and really underrated indicator. Dudes, your review is very interesting. Thanks. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Recovery will start Monday. We'll see.
Recovery will start Monday. I think we'll see a recovery. And look, yeah, Ethereum's not looking as sickly. Things look like they're losing a bit of momentum at the moment. Like Bitcoin's back above 56,000. Guys, in all honesty, we could put in a nice big green candle and that could be the end of the dip. I'm not going to say that is what's going to
We're
happen because
above.
no one
We're
knows.
sitting above 56, which is a really good sign.
Yeah, we're sitting above 56. We didn't even test 55.
A lot of you guys are saying, should I buy the dip? Let me give you guys a recommendation. I recommend if you're looking to buy the dip, don't have one buy order in. Don't just, let's say you've got $5,000 to spend. Don't just spend that $5,000 on Ethereum right now. Change it, split it up into 5 portions and buy 1,000 now. Buy 1,000 tomorrow. If it starts moving up, maybe hold off on that purchase. But keep buying as it progressively goes lower if you are looking to buy the dip. Don't just dump it all in lump sum in one purchase. Not a financial advice. Yeah. Guys, please comment on XRP. We mentioned XRP earlier. I'm not a massive bull on XRP. I think there's a lot of other projects that'll take value off it once it starts to move upwards. But I can still see merit in holding it and thinking it's going to go up. So
Damn, XRB's down nearly 20% right now. So that's looking sickly, the most sickly. Yeah, we did touch on it a bit earlier in the stream, but there's a few good fundamental reasons. Both of us, yeah, let's get it out of the way. Both of us don't like XRP as an investment. Just because we don't like the team and we don't hugely love the use case of XRP. But
I'm even less so of a fan of the SEC, but
yeah, but speaking of the SEC and the discovery sessions and the lawsuit that they're going to have, there's a few reasons to be bullish on XRP and a few near-term catalysts that could present a decent buying opportunity for XRP. So if anything positive comes out of these discovery sessions with the SEC, that's a huge catalyst for the price up. For those that are outside the US, XRP got completely banned from, like, US buyers can't buy XRP. It got taken off Coinbase, it got taken off all the major exchanges, and you can't buy it. If things start going well and the SEC issues gets resolved and it gets added back onto these exchanges, then that's insanely bullish for XRP, and that's a huge price catalyst for it. So there you go.
Should I buy Litecoin? I'm not a huge fan of Litecoin fundamentally. Looking at the technicals, I think it's okay. If you like Litecoin, do what you will, but I'm not a huge fan of Litecoin personally.
Yeah, Litecoin.
ADA, I think ADA is just going to be a really slow one over the next few months.
Yeah, so of the three coins, and I wouldn't even necessarily say we're bearish on them, because trade the trade and make money when you can. But XRP, Litecoin, and Cardano, all for different reasons. XRP, just because I'm not a huge fan of the team and them sort of throwing shade and dogging other cryptocurrencies. Litecoin, because every time Bitcoin goes up, Litecoin goes up less. And every time Bitcoin dumps, Litecoin dumps less. Litecoin dumps more. And if you look at the Bitcoin to Litecoin breakdown, Litecoin continues to just break down against Bitcoin. So I don't see why you would hold Litecoin over Bitcoin. I know a lot of the big crypto channels like to pump it, but yeah, just not a huge fan in my opinion. And then Cardano, I am a big fan of the project and what they're trying to do, but there's a lot of good news baked into the price of ADA Cardano. So they need to do a lot of good. And yeah, everything's just sort of breaking down at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, Bitcoin's sort of fighting its way back up, so we're sort of safely back above the 56K. I don't want to say crisis averted just yet. We're not in the clear by any means.
Yeah,
but
we'll see.
We didn't barrel our way to 55K, which is what we're so used to with Bitcoin being so volatile. So yeah. You were just gamblers? I don't think so. If you're a long-term investor, I don't think so. I don't agree.
Should we wrap it up in the next 5?
Clint, welcome to the live stream. End of Bitcoin. Yeah, 100%. People are freaking out like mental. People are freaking out like mental. Like, it looks like there's a few people in chat that it's their first time to cryptocurrency. If you've been in it for any extended amount of time, you'd know this is, I mean, are we down even 4% at the moment? I don't think so. The only reason this is so big is because we've been consolidating around 58K for so long.
Values just flowed out of the alts really hard.
Yeah.
XRP especially.
I mean, all the alts, and let's not forget all the alts ran really hard yesterday. So the dip looks even worse than it is.
Yeah.
I mean, and actually, look at Cake. Cake is holding pretty well. That's one of the
16.5. It is. It's doing well.
like. Look at that.
Cake's key support is at. Well, it looks like it did actually dip down to 15, but look, it perfectly bounced.
And
right
then bounced
off of it.
right off that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We drew these That ain't shit, pussy. Yeah, we drew this model a while ago when it was back down in accumulation, so it looks like the Cake is still on track.
You guys are funny, man. Thoughts on BitConnect? Looks like a good buy. Yeah, that's one of the best projects I've seen come out over the last 10 years. And I couldn't be more bullish on BitConnect. If you guys don't know BitConnect, I'd look more into it. Great project. Great project. BitConnect. Yeah, just because we've got a lot of new viewers in chat, we're currently doing a streamathon. So if you guys subscribe, we stream for an extra hour. There's currently 1,250 of you in chat at the moment. So if you all subscribe, we'll be streaming for... How long is that?
I actually do have to leave soon.
We'll be streaming for like multiple weeks straight. So there you go.
Oh, right. Yeah, like that, yeah. Do you want to stay live? Because I'm probably going to jet soon.
You got to bounce? No, yeah. we can finish up.
It's up to you. Stay live if you want.
We can finish up.
I just got to bounce, but...
All good. All right, guys. With that, yeah. If you guys are looking at various altcoins to get bullish on, Cake and BNB are ones to definitely deserve a closer look. The whole Binance Smart Chain and Cake, especially over the short and medium term, are some of the best.
Polkadot as well. I think Polkadot's going to do really well in the next few weeks. I'm probably going to be buying this one up actually in during the dips. So
yeah, closing your short now. Things are looking a little bit better. I wouldn't say we're in the clear, but look at this. We're nearly back up to 56.5. And on that, I think we might wrap up the live stream. It looks like I don't want to say we're in the clear, but things are looking a lot more healthy than it did about 30 minutes ago. Hey. Yeah, if you guys could drop a subscription in the chat, drop a like, subscribe to ShizoCrypto. That pinned tweet is our Discord. We just made it today. There's a lot of people that have joined and jumped into it. We'll be using that a bit more in the future. Looks like you
guys still joining in as well. So yeah, awesome to see you guys in here. We'll interact with them more soon. So.
Alright, we'll be streaming back tomorrow in 24 hours time. We do daily streams, daily videos, but we'll catch you guys on the next stream.
Alright, thanks so much, guys.
Gonna do outro?
Yeah.
And look at this, we're back to 56 and 56.5. I think it's looking a bit better. Don't freak out, zoom out. If you guys are freaking out, just zoom out. There's no better investment at the moment.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks so much for coming in. We'll be streaming again tomorrow.
Bitcoin's back. Crypto's back. We're not at the peak. There's more to come. Trust me, guys. There's more to come.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine. Discord link. It's pinned. It's the pinned one. I'll drop it again. a bunch. Guys, don't freak out. We're not at the top. Yeah, take it to the grave. There's no better at the moment.
See you guys later. Sorry we couldn't get to all your comments on my stream as well. We've had a lot of volume of people in the stream at the moment. So.
Yeah, had a lot of volume. I imagine tomorrow's will be a bit more chill. If you want a question answered or a specific coin looked at, jump on the stream tomorrow because there'll be just less people in it. Jump on the Twitter as well. Nice video title, spread that FUD. Appreciate it. We called the dip, so there you go. BitConnect. Alright, catch you later, guys. Thanks for coming. The Discord doesn't work. I swear it does.
What?
It definitely works because about 100 people joined.
Yeah, 100 people are just...
Catch you later, guys.
Oh, mine's done.